Stop for a second and look at that man. He is not necessarily the one with the most luxurious car or the face of a movie star. Yet, there is something about him, an invisible gravity that draws the eyes of every woman in the room. They seem to orbit around him, searching for a crack in his armor, a sign of interest that he rarely gives. Meanwhile, you are on the opposite end of the spectrum. You go out of your way to be the most attentive, to answer every text before the phone even stops vibrating, to be there for every crisis and celebrate her every win. You are, according to movies and society, the ideal man. But reality has hit you with a freezing reality check. The more you try to get closer, the faster she runs in the opposite direction. They have sold you the most dangerous lie in history. They told you that to be desired, you must be the man who gives his all. But biology does not read Hollywood scripts. Reality is much darker, raw and primitive than you dare to admit out loud. Today, we are going to dissect the mental architecture of the man women pursue without rest, and most importantly, why they never stop searching for him once they find him. You are going to understand why your excessive kindness has been your own emotional grave, and how certain men activate an obsession switch in the female brain that literally forces them to hunt instead of being hunted. Prepare yourself, brother, because today you are going to stop being the exhausted pursuer and become the unreachable prey. Before I reveal the forbidden secrets that will hack your social reality and shift the game board in your favor, I need you to make a decision based on your own self-respect. If you came here looking for cheap manipulation tricks, or if you prefer to remain the nice guy who settles for the crumbs of attention from a woman who doesn't value you, turn off this video right now. But if you are ready to rebuild your masculinity from the absolute ground up and master the power dynamics that rule this world, then subscribe to the Dark Illusion channel right now and give this video a solid like. We do not seek external approval here. We forge emotional dominance by subscribing. You activate your entry into a circle of men who have decided to stop begging and start commanding their own lives. Do it now. Activate the bell and prepare yourself for the truth that nobody else will have the courage to say to your face. The first secret of the man who is pursued, and the hardest to digest for the average guy, is selective indifference. Understand this clearly in nature. The human brain is evolutionarily programmed to value what is scarce and despise what is abundant. It is a law of survival. Air is vital, but because it is everywhere, nobody bows down to it. A diamond is just carbon, but its scarcity makes it an object people are willing to die for. When you are always available, when your life revolves around her, when you reply in seconds and validate her every emotion without question, you are screaming to her biological instinct that you have no other options, that your time is worth nothing, that she already fully possesses you. A woman, by her own psychological architecture, will not pursue something she already feels she has secured in her pocket. Female desire feeds on uncertainty. The men who are pursued project an energy of absolute sovereignty. I am here because I want to, not because I need you. They do not seek a woman's validation to feel like whole men, and that lack of neediness generates a power vacuum in her. That vacuum translates into a competitive anxiety that can only be calmed by trying to catch him. Female pursuit is not born from the romantic love of fairy tales. It is born from the instinctive need to conquer a territory that is slipping through their fingers. I know exactly what state you are in while listening to this. You feel like you have lost command, that you are the satellite orbiting a planet that doesn't even notice you. It hurts to see her obsess over men who seem to treat her with a freezing distance, while she completely ignores your warmth and your efforts. You are in an emotional abyss, brother. And the reason is simple. You lack the right map of war. to navigate these turbid waters. To continue with the science of the masculine magnet, we must speak of an invisible but unstoppable force: preselection. A woman pursues a man with much greater intensity when she perceives that other women also desire him. This is not a coincidence. It is a biological energy-saving mechanism. If other high-value women have already validated him, her instinct tells her he must be valuable. The man who is pursued is never desperate for a single woman. He projects an abundancia mindset that suggests infinite options, even if right now he is completely alone. When she notices that you have not put her on a pedestal, her hypergamy activates. She begins to ask herself, what does he have? That makes me feel I must work for his attention. That doubt is the seed that germinates into an uncontrollable obsession. Additionally, there is a fundamental psychological principle called the Zeigarnik Effect. This discovery explains that the human brain has a pathological tendency to remember interrupted tasks or open cycles, much more than completed ones. The good man is a completed task he shares his entire life. His fears and his feelings at the first opportunity. He becomes predictable, boring, and therefore disposable. The magnetic man, on the other hand, maintains zones of shadow. He is an open cycle 4. She needs to think of you when you are not present, in order to become obsessed. If she knows exactly what you think and what you are going to do tomorrow, she has no reason to pursue you. Your silence and your strategic distance are the tools that leave unanswered questions in her mind. Who is he with? Did he already forget me? How can he be so calm without me? She will spend hours trying to decode you, and it is in those hours of solitary overthinking that she falls in love. Not with you, but with the powerful image she has built around your mystery. Do not give her answers. Give her questions that she cannot ignore. The real reason why women never stop pursuing these men is because they master frame control. In any human interaction, there is always a dominant frame and a submissive one. If you live trying to please her, adjusting your schedules to hers and seeking her approval, you have accepted to live in her frame. Eros el Sumiso, the alpha man, however, lives in his own reality. He has his own goals, his own bunker of power, and his own legacy and construction. She is only a guest in his world, not the owner of the property. He does not change his plans for her whim if she wants to be part of his life. She must adapt to his rhythm. This frame control is highly addictive to female psychology because it offers her something that 99% of modern men, castrated by political correctness, cannot give her: leadership and security. A woman will pursue to exhaustion a man who represents a constant challenge, someone who does not let himself be manipulated by his shit tests and who forces her to raise her own level just to be equal to him. The true coldness of this man is not born from anger, but from dark stoicism. It is the mental state where your happiness and your identity are completely independent of the presence or absence of any woman. When you stop being reactive to her provocations, when a Visto receipt on WhatsApp does not alter your pulse by a single beat, she understands that she has lost the remote control to your emotions. And it is in that exact instant, when she feels she can no longer manipulate you with her attention, that her desire skyrockets to levels you have never experienced. The power in a relationship always resides in the one who needs the other least. Finally, brother, understand that pursuit is not something you politely ask for. It is something you inspire through your own transformation. The exact moment you stop seeking her love and begin building a personal empire, physical, financial, and mental, is the moment she begins to tremble at the thought that you could find someone better than her tomorrow. Your strategic coldness is not a tool to hurt her for free. It is a constant reminder that your life is grand and complete, with her, without her. When she understands that you do not need her to be a king, her instinct of possession skyrockets, and she will do whatever it takes to secure her place by your side. If this video has illuminated the darkness you are in, and you are ready to stop being the desperately orbiting satellite, leave your like right now. Share this dose of reality with a brother who is sinking in the mud of neediness. Subscribe to the Dark Illusion channel to keep shielding your mind against the lies of the system that wants you weak, predictable, and controlled. Remember, respect is not begged for. It is imposed through self-worth and strategic absence. Rebuild yourself, apply it without mercy, and become the man they can never, nor want to, stop pursuing. I will see you at the top of your new reality, where the ice of your character